Hello, and welcome to another Enrichment with the Gifted Guy. What I'm going to be teaching you today is how to play the game of Euchre. Euchre is a card game that uses four players, and you have a partner. So one person partners up with one of the players, and then the other two, they are partners. And you sit adjacent to one another. In other words, they are not directly across from you, but they are catty corner to you. And how euchre works is your goal is to try to win hands, which are known as tricks. To get you familiar with what euchre is, I'm going to go over some terms that you may hear. The first one is known as trump. In a deck of cards, there are four suits. So the hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. When something is called trump, what happens is that becomes the most powerful suit in the deck. So if a club is called trump, then all the clubs become the most powerful cards in the deck. But there is a ranking to those different cards. The really tricky thing about euchre is that the jack of that trump, known as a bower or a bar, becomes the most powerful card rather than the ace. So if that club is declared trump, and you have the right bower, which is the jack of clubs, you have the most powerful card that there is. The second most powerful card is the left bower, which is the jack of the same color but different suit. So in this case, the jack of spades becomes the left bower and becomes the second most powerful card. Tricks are what you're trying to win. So there are 5 tricks in a hand of euchre, and your goal is to win 3 or more of those tricks in order to get points. The kitty is once you have dealt 5 cards to each of the 4 players, that's 20 cards, there should be 4 cards left over. And that's known as the kitty. That one that is the card that you turn over is called the turn card. You turn that first card over, and then that is what becomes possibly trump. Unless everyone passes and it comes around, then someone can do what's called ordering up. Ordering up is when you either tell the dealer to pick up the card, and that's what the suit becomes, or if all 4 people have passed, and then it goes around again, and someone declares a different suit than was laid down. This is known as bidding. So you call a suit once all the other ones have been turned down. You may hear the term going alone. Going alone means that you are able to win 5 of the tricks without your partner because your hand is so good. So you tell your partner before you even start. Once everyone has looked at their cards, you tell your partner you're going alone. They lay their cards down and they don't play in those hands. And if you win all 5 tricks, then you get 4 points. Reneging is when you play a suit, if you're the first card to play in a hand, and that becomes what everyone else must lay as well. So if a diamond is led first, if you have a diamond in your hand, you must play a diamond. Reneging means that you had a diamond in your hand, but you didn't play it. You played another suit, either on accident or because you were trying to cheat or something of that nature. When you renege and you're caught, the other team is immediately awarded 2 points. The last term I'm going to talk about is what's called table talk. You are not allowed to convey information to your partner. So for instance, if you have a good heart hand and they are considering whether to pick it up, you can't say, hey, I have hearts. Or you can't say, you should really turn that one down. That's what's known as table talk. And it's a kind of a form of cheating. And some people, you certainly can talk with your partner. You just can't give them information that would give you an advantage over your opponents. To play euchre, you need a regular deck of cards. Only you will not be using all 52 cards. You'll only be using 24 of these cards. So what you need to do with your deck is you'll need to go through and pull out all the 9s, 10s, jacks, queens, kings, and aces of each of the 4 suits. And the 4 suits are hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. So those are your 4 suits, but you're only pulling out these top cards. So these cards can go kind of to the side, stay in. I'm also going to pull out the either the heart or diamonds, the 6 and 4 of heart and diamonds, or the 6 and 4 of clubs or spades, because these will act as scorecards. And I'll show you what that looks like when we get to the scoring part of how this works. So I'm just taking all these cards and pulling them out of what I need. Here's my 6 and 4, so I'll put that over there. Okay. So then you should end up with just the 24 cards that you need. And just to make sure that you end up with the 24 cards, what I will typically do is I'll lay them all out in their order to make sure that we have them. So I'll show you what that looks like. Here's that. So I have all my scorecards. All right. So these are the cards that I will not need. So I can just put these back in the holder and get rid of these. And then what I do to make sure I have all the cards is I try to put them in order. So I have my spades, my diamonds, my hearts, clubs. So I lay all these out, and I'll organize these in just a second, just to make sure that I have them on. You don't need to do this every single time. Once you start playing and you kind of have them worked out, you don't need to be doing that all the time. But what you should end up having is for each of the suits, you should have the ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9. So we have all those. Similarly here, ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9. And then ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 9. So I have all 24 of the cards that I need. The way that Euchre works is that the most powerful cards are the suit that has been called. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that if we're playing, that the dealer turns over the 10 of spades. So what that means now is spades become the most powerful hands. Any of these spades can beat any of these hands here. The one exception is there is what's called the right and the left bower. So because it's the black suits, these two jacks become the most powerful cards in the deck. The one that's the spade is the most important. This is the second most important. So what happens is, this is the order of importance of cards. So this is the top card, followed all the way down. But all of these are more important than these cards, and any of these cards can beat any of these cards. So if it wasn't a spade, let's say that instead it was a diamond that was turned over. So this diamond was turned over. Then what happens is this jack of diamonds moves to the top and becomes the most important card. This jack of hearts becomes the second most important card, and then you go ace, king, queen, 10, and 9. And these all of a sudden, so these jacks over here, these black jacks, are no longer that powerful, because the card that was the indicator, or what the suit is going to be diamonds, and so it makes it so that these are the most important. So then you gather all of those cards together and you shuffle them. And you can shuffle them in various ways. You can shuffle them like this. You can shuffle them, which is the common way, like this. But you're mixing these cards up so that you don't know the order of them. And what I always like to do when I finish mixing them up, I like to take a cut just to make sure. And then how you deal in Euchre is there are 4 people that are playing. So there's you and your partner, which sits caddy corner to you. And then there's your opponent and their partner, which sits caddy corner to them. And so you have to deal each of the 4 players 5 cards. You could give them 5 cards all at once. You could give them 3 and then 2. It's totally up to you, but you're going to go clockwise. So you're going to, so in this case, I'm going to do 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, and then 3. And then if you've done it right, you should have 4 cards left. So this becomes the discard pile. And what you do is you take this very first card on the top of the deck and you turn it over. This becomes the indicator card.
So what happens now is this person has to look at their hand, and they have to see if they have a good spade hand, because if this gets picked up, then that means that spades become the most powerful cards in the deck. So if this person has a good spade hand, they would order the dealer to pick it up. No matter who orders it to be picked up, the dealer is the one that would pick it up. So let's say they don't have a good hand though for spades, they have a better hand for something else, or don't have a good hand at all, they would pass. Then it goes to the next person, my partner, and they would either pass or have me pick it up. Then we go to this person, and they would either pass or have me pick it up. And if all three of them have passed, and it gets to me, then I have the decision if I want to pick it up or if I want to turn it down. If I turn it down, what that means is that it cannot be called spades. So with my hand, which is kind of suspect, it's kind of in the middle whether this would be a good hand or not, but it's not close enough. I would be better off with it being clubs. So I'm going to turn it down. So now that I turn it down, it goes around again. So this person has the option to call it either diamonds, hearts, or clubs, because they can't call it spades because that was one that was turned down. And if they have a good heart hand, they may call it heart, or so on and so forth. If they don't have a good hand either way, they will pass. And then this person can either call it, or if they pass, then it goes to this person. And if they pass, then it goes back to the dealer. There are two ways that people typically play this. So there's what is called sticking the dealer. Sticking the dealer means the dealer has to call it something no matter what. So some people play that way. Other people play that when you get it back around to the dealer the second time, if the dealer doesn't have a good hand and they just don't want to play it, they just pass, and then the deal goes to the next person. So the person dealing next will be this person, and it goes clockwise, and then this person will be dealing, and then this person will be dealing, they would come back to me. We just keep rotating the deals over and over and over. But let's say that I do want to call it clubs. So now clubs become the most powerful cards, and this jack of clubs is the most powerful card in the deck. This 10 of club is more powerful than anything not a club, but it's not a terribly powerful club hand because the ace, king, queen, and the other jack are higher than that. So there are a lot of cards higher than that. So this is kind of a hand that's going to be kind of risky. So I'm going to turn all the cards over so you can see what they have. And this way you can see how this is split. Now you normally wouldn't see these cards. These cards would be hidden by the people. But I'm going to turn them over so you see. So this person leads first. So a good strategy is to lead with an ace that is not suited. So the suit, remember, is clubs. If you have an ace that's not suited, you lead with that. But this person does not. They actually kind of have a lousy hand. So they're just going to throw out this 9 of hearts. What happens is the first card that is played now becomes the card that is called the lead. Everyone else must play a heart if they have it. So this person has a heart, so they have to play it. So now they're winning the hand. This person has a higher heart, so they're going to play it, and they're winning the hand. Now, I have a heart, the 10 of hearts, which is the lowest heart, or one of the lower hearts. So that means this king of hearts wins because it's higher than the queen, 10, and 9. So this person right here has won that hand. Now that they win that hand, they get to lead the next card. And you have 5 hands in Euchre. And you are winning. You want to win what are called tricks. So this person just won this first hand, so they won the trick. And your goal is to get at least 3 tricks. And then if you get 5, you get more points, and we'll talk about point system in a little bit. So this person is going to play, they're going to play their ace, because again, that's a pretty decent card to lead with, hoping that the other people have diamonds as well. So this ace gets laid. This 10, I have to lay my only diamond. This person has to lay a diamond. Now their partner is already winning the hand, so they want to throw their lower diamond because their partner already is winning. There's nothing they can do to help with that. And then my partner lays this queen, which is lower again than the ace. Now keep in mind, we haven't played a club yet, but this person has won 2 tricks. So it's getting very close that I might be euchred. So this person is going again, and they are going to play their next highest card, which is a king of diamonds. Now if you notice, I don't have a diamond here. So I'm going to lay a trump. So this 10 is more powerful than any of the other cards that aren't club. So this is actually winning the hand now. This person, because a diamond was led, has to play a diamond if they have it, and they do. So they would play this diamond. So this is still winning. So I'm winning the hand. My partner has 2 clubs, but they want to save those clubs. So they want to throw what's called offsuit. They don't have to play diamonds. They don't have it. They're going to play a card that doesn't make any difference, but I've already won the hand, so we don't need to worry about that. So I've picked up the 3rd trick. They've got the first 2. I have the 3rd one. I'm going to lead out with the most powerful card, which is nothing can beat this card. I know that this is going to be a winner. They have to remember that this is a club. This is not a spade. This other bower becomes the kind of the left to the left bower of this right bower. So this is actually a club. So I have to play that club. My partner would play a low club because I'm already winning the hand, so they don't want to play their high club. And then this person is forced to play their club. So now I've gotten 2 tricks. So it's 2 to 2. And then the final hand, I would lead my lousy 10 of spades and hope my partner can help me win. This person has to follow suit with their spade. My partner has trump, and they have a pretty high trump. I've already played both jacks, so we know that this is really high. This is the highest card now that this jacks are out of the way. This doesn't do anything. My partner takes the trick. Between the 2 of us, we get 3 tricks, which means we win that hand or round of euchre, and we would get a single point. These represent the scorecards in euchre, and they're not used to play hands. They're just used to keep track of score. And there are basically 4 ways that you can score. So initially they start like this. So everyone starts at 0 points, and you're eventually going to play to 10. That's why there are 10 of the symbols on here, and each symbol represents a point. The first way you can gain points is if you and your partner gain 3 or 4 of the 5 tricks. You have taken a majority of those tricks. You will receive a single point for taking a majority of those tricks. If you take all 5 of those tricks, you are actually awarded 2 points. So you would score it like you would show it like that on the scorecard. Let's say the other team is able to catch you. They're able to euchre you. Euchring means that you have called it a certain suit, you and your partner, and you're unable to take 3 or more of the tricks. So they take 3 or more of the tricks. So that's called a euchre because they were able to beat you when you called it, so they get 2 points. Another way to get 2 points is what's called reneging, which we talked about in the terms. Reneging means that a card was led, so let's say it's a heart that is led, and everyone has to lay down a heart if they have a heart. So if they were to play another suit, even though they have that heart, then that's called reneging, and the other team would call them on that, and the other team would be awarded 2 points. The last way to score is I talked about going alone. If you're able to tell your partner to put their hand down and you can win all 5 of the tricks by yourself, then you would be awarded 4 points. So eventually what you want to do is you're keeping that score, the score moves to wherever it moves, and then eventually the first person to get to 10 is the winner of that round of euchre. I have found the best way to learn how to play euchre is to watch others playing it, especially people who know what they're doing, and that way you can kind of see how it works. So we're going to play a couple hands so you can see what this looks like. So I was the dealer before, so now moving clockwise, this person becomes the dealer. So I'm going to deal the cards face up. Normally I would deal them face down, but I want you to be able to see what the cards are so we know the strategy involved in that each person would be taking. So then you have your kitty, which is your 4 cards that are left. So you have 4 cards that are left. You turn the turn card, that becomes the possible trump. So this person dealt, so then this person gets to decide whether this gets picked up or not. They only have one spade, so they would pass. This person has the two most powerful spades, but that's it. They have three cards that are not of that. So they would probably not call it that. The general strategy is that you should either have 3 trump or 4 low trump, or if you have both bars and you have a couple of aces that are different suits, that would be a reason, but this would not be a good reason to pick up. In this case, they only have 2 of the trumps, and they do have 2 aces that would play against that, but the problem is that there are 2 hands that beat this, which would be these 2. So these would not be a good pickup. And this person only has 1 spade. So now let's come back around to the dealer. The dealer is going to turn it down. So now what happens is we go around again, and someone can do what's called ordering up. So this person doesn't have a great hand either way, so they're going to pass. This person now has a good club hand. Now they would have 3 clubs. So they're going to order up. They're going to call clubs. They can't call spades because spade was turned down, but they're going to call clubs, and now they have 3 clubs. This person who is next to the dealer goes first. Clubs is what is trump, but you wouldn't lay this trump because there are 3 other cards beating it. The jack of spades, the jack of clubs, and the ace of clubs would be beating that. So you wouldn't want to order that up. So, and they don't have really high cards, so I would throw just a card, kind of what's known as a waste card, just to throw it out and see if your partner can win it. So they're going to lead with a spade. This person does not have a spade because remember, this has become a club because it's the left bower, and so it has become now a club. This person does have a spade, and they want to win the hand. So this person, by the way, can now throw off, and they're going to throw a club, and they're going to trump this hand. Now they're winning. This person has to throw a spade. They can't beat the trumps. They're going to throw their lowest spade so that they can not waste a card. And then this person has only 1 spade, so they have to play their spade. So this person wins that hand by trumping. So that gives them 1 trick. So then what they can do right away is they can lead out with their big ones. So they're going to lay a club. This person doesn't have any clubs. But you don't want to waste these aces, so you throw off suit because you know you can't win it because you don't have trump. This person does have trump, but they're not going to be winning, but that's okay. Their partner has it. And then this person would throw their lower trump because they can't beat the jack, so they just want to, they have to follow suit, and they don't want to throw away their most valuable card. So this person has now won 2 tricks. Now they throw their other one, their other spade. This is actually, remember, a club. Now this is a club. They don't have a club, so they have to throw off suit. So we know some spades have been thrown, so we're going to throw this one to leave our other aces. There's possibilities. They can't win, so they're going to throw their low card, which is a weak card. This one is also going to a club has to be played, so they're going to play their club. This left bower wins, and so as a result, this person has 3 tricks. Now let's see if they can get all 5 of those tricks. They have a relatively weak hand now, so they have to hope their partner has trump, which they actually don't because we're looking at. But they're going to play this 10 of the hearts. This person now is going to throw this ace of hearts, which is now winning the hand. This person will throw their heart, which is the king of hearts, which is not beating that ace. This person will throw their queen of hearts, which is not beating that ace. So now all of a sudden, this person has taken a trick. So they have 3 tricks, and this person prevented them from getting all 5. They throw out their last hand, a diamond, 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 and then they have to throw their card, which so there's no trump. So this ace of diamond wins the hand. So this team has won 2 tricks. This team has won 3 because this team has won the 3. They get a single point. So then we're going to play one more hand so that you can see what this kind of looks like. And so then the deal moves to the next person, moving clockwise, and it just moves around the table. You shuffle a couple times. So this person is now the dealer. So they're going to deal 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3. And then you have your 4 cards left, your kitty, and you turn over this card. So this becomes the possible trump. So this is the first person to act. They have 3 clubs, but they do not have either jack. So I would typically not, as a strategy, I would not order this up. I would hope that your partner has some of that, and they will order it up. And you can use this to help win, but your chances of winning here are not good because both jacks are higher than this ace, and the king and queen are better than this 10 and 9, so you actually don't have a great club hand, and your other cards are not aces. This hand right here has the most powerful club, but only has 1 of the trump. Even though it has 2 aces, this is not going to be enough to win. This person right here has a really good spade hand, not a good club hand, so they're going to pass. So it comes around to the other. They only have 1 club, so they are going to turn it down as well, so it gets turned down. So this person is again skipping. This person doesn't have a really good hand either way. They have this jack, but they only have 1 of those. They don't have any other jacks. This person has an excellent spade hand. So they are going to call. They're going to order. Order up spades. So now spades becomes trump. This person has to actually lead. They do not have a spade, so they're going to throw their highest card, ace of clubs, because another strategy is in the first or second hand, the chances that someone has your suit are very high. So unfortunately for this particular person, they don't have a club, because remember, this is a spade. This becomes the left bower, so they're going to trump it. This person does not have a trump either, so they are going to throw the most powerful card and beat this trump. So now they're winning. And then this person has to throw a club, so they're going to throw this queen of clubs. And so this person then wins that hand right here. They're going to throw it. Now they know that both jacks have been played, so that makes this ace the most powerful card because the jacks are already gone. So this person has to play their spade. This person doesn't have a spade, so they're going to throw junk because they can't possibly win. This person's the same thing. They don't have a spade. They're going to just throw off junk. This person has won 2 tricks now. This now has become the most powerful because the 2 jacks and the ace are gone. So this is the most powerful card now. So again, this person is going to throw kind of a cruddy card because they can't possibly win. Same thing here. There are no spades. There are no spades here, so they're going to throw off, and this person has won a 3rd trick. This now becomes the most powerful card because the 2 jacks, ace, and king are all gone. This person is going to throw their low card because they can't possibly win. They don't have trump though. This person is going to throw their lower card, and this person has to make a decision if it's going to throw the heart or the diamond. They could throw either one, and it becomes a get. They wouldn't know this person has a diamond, but let's say for the sake of argument that they throw their ace of hearts. This person wins that final trick. This person now throws out their diamond. This was led. Diamond must be played. This person has a diamond, but it's not. That's not higher. This person does not have a diamond, but so this diamond is winning. But then this person throws the ace of diamonds, which then wins this trick, this one trick, which means that this team now has won only 1 additional point. So we're going to play a few hands in real time so you can see how Euchre works. So my partner is Abby, who is adjacent to me. Nikki is one of my opponents, and she is adjacent to her partner over here, who is Anna. So I'll deal the cards out. 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3. I have my 4 cards in my kitty, and I turn over my card. So, going clockwise, my first opponent gets to choose whether she wants me to pick it up or not.
I would like you to pass.
So now my partner gets to decide,
Pass.
and then my other opponent gets to decide.
Pass.
This is my hand right here, which is a pretty darn good hand for this. So I'm going to pick it up. And then I have to discard one of my cards. So I would go with my lowest non-suited card, which would be this one right here. So I'm going to turn that down without them seeing. Now,
The person who is clockwise first to the dealer is the person who leads first. So whatever she leads, everyone has to lead that suit if they have it. So she's going to lead a king of spades. So now spades have to be led. So my partner is going to throw out the ace, and so she's winning this with her ace. So I'm not going to throw one of my suits. I'm going to throw this because she's won it and I know that she has won it. So now we have one trick. So now she gets the lead because she won the hand. She gets the lead. She's going to play an ace of diamond, which is a good lead, because the likelihood in the first couple of hands that someone has a diamond is good because you have more cards. I have no more diamonds left, so I'm going to play that right there, which is euchring my partner, but that's all I have, so I don't really have a choice. And then my opponent follows the suit of the diamonds, and so I take that trick. So now I throw out the big one. Remember, the Jack of Clubs is the most powerful card because clubs were called, and the Jack of Spades is the second most powerful card. So I'm going to try to flush that out. So I'm hoping someone will play it. She plays it because she has to. That means she doesn't have any other clubs, and I've flushed that out. My partner throws her club, and my other opponent throws her lousy 9 of hearts. Then I throw this ace. I know this ace is good because both jacks have been played already, so this is the most powerful card still left. She plays non-suited. So if you notice, none of them threw a club, which means that either one of two things. They've reneged and they have a club and they've not played it, but more than likely is we're out of clubs. There's no more clubs left from them. I still have one club, which means that this hand is going to be good. So I will play that card and I win the 4th trick. So we won we won all 5 of the tricks. So that means on our scorecard, we would get 2 points. So we're going to play one more hand, just so you see what this looks like. So I pass the dealer clockwise. So she's dealing it out in different ways. So she likes to do 3-2-3-2. Some people do different configurations of dealing, as long as everyone gets 5 cards. So I'll show you what my cards are. I usually like to arrange my cards so that my suits are kind of, so I can tell my difference between my suits and not get confused. So she's going to turn over the indicator card from the kitty, and then my partner will either order her up or pass.
Pick it up.
So she obviously must have it, hopefully, a good spade hand. Now she's going to pick it up. The dealer picks it up, though, so she gets the spade. And then she discards one. And then my partner leads. So she's going to lead off with the biggest card there is, the Jack of Spades. So now a spade must be thrown. So there's the Ace of Spade. I only have 1 spade, so she's actually taking all my spades away, but that's okay. And then there's a spade there. So my partner takes the first trick. Then she throws, next, she's going to throw the King of Spades. Now the Jack of Clubs is still out there. So we got to worry that that might be there. I don't have anything to throw, so I'm just going to throw my lowest card. She's going to throw, so she doesn't have any trump. So the Jack of Clubs must be buried. So if we look in our kitty right here, oh, the Jack of Clubs is not buried because my partner is going to play it right now. So one strategy you can use is you can figure out what cards are left by what's played. I have lousy hand. I'm going to throw this 10 of hearts. Nothing's going to beat that Jack of Clubs. My partner takes the 3rd trick. So we at least have 1 point. Now we want to go for all 5 of them though. There's the King of Clubs. Unfortunately, our opponent has the Ace of Clubs, and I don't have a trump or a higher, so I throw that, and she wins it. And now we don't get both points. We can no longer get both points, and she actually is going to take 2 of them. So we get a single point for that.
There's the basics of how to play euchre. Like with most things, the more you play, the better you're going to get at it. And the better you get at it, the more you can get into the strategy. I talked about a few strategies here or there, but there are other strategies that you'll develop as you become more comfortable playing. What I've left here is this review sheet. So if there's anything that you need to check on, or something that wasn't clear, or you need to make sure that you understand something, this reference guide can be used to help to understand